Alright, in the bottom left, playing as Wulfar, we have Sempu versus Sedgehun up in the top right. Playing as Valder. Ooh, Valder, a very strong pick. I'm interested to see. Normally he gets banned. It's actually really rare that you get to see a Valder in play. And this is Shifting Sands. They are playing on the grass plains tile set. But it does look very different. You don't often see it played like this, but we're getting a bit of a different flavor of the map today. And we're gonna see how this plays out. No early thief from either player yet. Typically, actually, turn 4 is generally when you start seeing it. Alright, so Sempu decides to go for the early thief. Sedgehun favoring the knight instead. Makes sense. Knight is also incredibly strong. It's very good at shutting down your opponent's commander, and right, they also go for wagon thief, but they get the knight out first. And Sempu now has the opportunity to do the same. And we see these swords coming in to bully Valder. You know, Valder can hold his own against early swords. Okay, and I was actually going deep with that sword. But I guess they feel like they can afford to. Steve comes forwards. We got this dog and this sword here, and now Valder is full heal. Well, 99%, so basically full healed. And then you got that kind of extended sword pressure as well that he loves to have. And what are we going to see next? There's a lot of swords over on this side actually, so Legend has to be careful. Alright, we're going to see that steel come in. Nicely done.
By my hand, rise.
One sword's going to come up here. That's just going to round it right. Finishes off that sword there. The wagon. Ooh, nicely placed wagon. Because if these swords decide to go in and fight here, you know, Valder starts racking up kills, building more swords. And over on this corner, yeah, it's basically mirrored. Like the thief goes for the steel. And yeah, Sempu wisely backs off. It's just like, yeah, you know what? Not the best idea to press forward in this situation. And yeah, they're both playing out this early game really well. Both capturing this village nice and quick. And yeah, that thief drop off is really good. That's going to be able to walk back in a couple turns. And the balloon is in position to start moving spears forward too, so yeah, you can tell both of these players have a lot of experience on this map. And Valder, or Wulfar I should say, goes for the hit, doesn't need to kill, so taking advantage of that. And yeah, like there's an opportunity to get like a heal on him as well. So lots of money to work with. Dragon comes in. And that's something that isn't an option over on the side of... Ooh, that did a bit of a loop-de-doo. There's not something that isn't on the table for Sedgehun. However, Valder is just going to start printing swords, so... And actually has been printing knights this whole time as well. We've got 3 knights on the fields against Sempu's, I believe. Oh, also 3. Okay. Both players doing pretty well, but Sempu has this dragon. That's really scary. And you know, Valder's going to print swords, but this is the scary pressure where Wulfar kind of just starts walking up to your stronghold. You don't really have anything that can wall against that. And there's dragons. Well, and there's a dragon and there's knights behind it. So crits are going to start becoming an issue here. Legend gets that deposit.
From your grave.
He's going to do a decent job of getting some money in. But that's just actually going to go straight into a witch axe. Ooh, that's a big knight crit. Deals a lot of damage. More damage coming in. Oh wow, that spear lived? Okay. And Oh, gets the kill on the sword. Oh, that's actually a really big deal. Because yeah, now this knight can go down. It is a flagstone tile, so the balloon can't walk on the block. And yeah, actually that was a really nice turn from Sedgehun. What can Sempu do? Well, they can use tee off. Where's that gonna land? Into the mountain tile. Damages the other knight. Alright, so one knight down, another knight injured. And yeah, just more and more damage coming in. And yeah, this dragon can actually just kind of sit there if it wants to. Because if the witch comes in to hit it, mage comes in and kills the witch. And that's not a brilliant trade, actually. And oh, with this flagstone and this unit positioning, I actually don't think the witch can reach anymore. So really nice positioning here from Sempu. Valder's just coming in. Wants to get as close as possible. He's quite a ways away from having groove, and only yeah, like Valder just has a lot of stuff to wall with. Ooh, only builds an archer. I'm very intrigued. Like I don't think we saw a unit buy up on the top. I'm extremely curious now. That's a very interesting decision to make. Session banking for something? So we're gonna find out. Yeah, both players using these wagons extremely effectively to wall. Ooh, we're gonna try to see a lethal attempt here. Wagon goes down. Oh, that's a spear crit suicide. One knight, one mage. Yeah, actually that's death. And very nicely spotted there. Using that witch to extremely good effectiveness, because it did actually open up a kill on a sword earlier, which opened up a kill on a knight. And then another hex comes in and gets lethal on commander. So Sedgehun, I feel like Sedgehun was a little bit behind that game. And we do have stats, so we can kind of look at that as well. But Sedgehun played that game quite well. I think Sempu also played that game incredibly well too. And we're going to take a quick look at the stats. I do believe that army value chart is not working. There we go. Actually, all the other charts are up to date, so no need to refresh those. Let's take a quick look. Army value, pretty even actually throughout that. Wulfar just like a little bit ahead towards the end there. Of course, that makes sense. If you're going to be suiciding units, you're going to fall a little bit behind. And then combat unit count. Yeah, Valder was ahead, so it's kind of to be expected. Obviously, towards the end of that last turn, skipped a build. And also, you know, suicided a unit in there as well. Income, pretty even. Wulfar had like a fairly consistent lead towards the end, but not massive in terms of like difference. Just like a little bit of a lead there for Wulfar. Relatively consistent actually. Like early game, like a bit of a lead on turn 3 and turn 4, and then 8 through 11. So yeah, Wulfar was definitely kind of pressing an advantage there. But yeah, you look at that health chart. Wulfar just kind of dies on that last turn from full health as well. But if you're near a witch, if you're near your enemy commander, then that is a lot of damage. 3 sides were open. And there was the wagon was a great blocker, but it didn't have enough. It wasn't full health, and it ate a witch hex. So that opened up the kill with the knight crit. A bit unfortunate there. I'm gonna look at the groove as well. I believe is actually gonna need a quick refresh too. And yeah, Valder able to get 1, 2, building up to a 3rd groove, and yeah, Wulfar had that 1 groove on turn, I believe that's 8. No, turn 10, sorry. So yeah, just very nicely played by both players. Could have gone either way, but you know, you walk into lethal, it just happens sometimes. Sedgehun's incredibly good at punishing. So yeah, Nicely done.